Throwing now on first down. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He gets it again to Mitchell. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. Now here's a look at his production from last week and the part he played in his offense's victory. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Throwing now out of the shotgun. He puts a mare under it deep down the left. And oh, he drops the deep shot. A big play to start the game, but it slips through incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Throw to the right finds Waddle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Pass play coming here. Escapes the pocket. Throw caught at the 6. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Looking inside the red zone. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins finish off their opening drive. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Dolphins and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
They'll start the drive with Achane. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, okay, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 on the other side, Brock. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Dropping back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Finds his back, Achane. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. First down from the 42.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll throw it. That's completed right side. And he's down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. And to keep this drive moving, partner, here's another 1st and 10.
That's another Dolphins first down. A gain of 27.
Throwing it again here.
First down, Miami.
He completes it in traffic. And plays well into the red zone now at the 15. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard
From the red zone now. Into traffic, complete. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. The Steelers calling their first timeout. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
9-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. He dropped it. He dropped the interception. That was a risky throw and a check down of all things. Nearly went the other way, but only an incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins earn the chance to tie before halftime. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Dolphins ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10, still from the 30. Achane running right. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
From the red zone on 1st. Flushed out of the pocket. And this is a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
The Dolphins are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Airing it out to start this drive. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30.
Throwing now off the play action. Downfield, this finds Waddle. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. 1st down from the 42.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. That's to Waddle again. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Brings up 3rd
play now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Taken in by Mitchell, right side. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing it.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Looking to throw here. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up. Dolphins headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just serves it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
And he's going to be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone. It began at the 30 and has now jumped to 1st and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. Setting up to throw. Brought in. And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins take a 4th quarter lead. Devon Achane with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. It puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Dolphins ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. And they're going to throw out of the gun. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Working now from the gun. Hits his running back. And he's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
He's back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Dolphins needing 4 points.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Here he is to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers make the play that should win them this game. Work through his progression. Nobody available. And by the time... Brock, the fans, all right, here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. And this game, wow, it came down to the final moments, where it was their clutch score that proved the difference and set up this victory.